It's the beginning of October, and I'm just getting over some sickness. It's that time of year where everyone catches the sniffles. I was able to get out quite a bit after work throughout the week. The colors are really happening here in New Hampshire. I'm wondering if peak season will come early. It's usually the last week of October, but one of these weekends will have to be a super adventure. I filmed a campfire story just completely off the top of my head for this video, just to have fun and see whatever I come up with. But I'm thinking for the month of October I'll do a series of ghost stories or something. I'm gonna look for a book I can read right by the campfire. But like I said before, just trying out different ideas to get the channel to spark off, you know? Like I always say, feed the progression.
Is this where I leave you? Is one of us falling behind? We've always been a passing tide. A detour in the distance, while everything remains on fire, to rediscover down the line. Oh, I know that this is not goodbye, but that isn't helping, so I hold on until we both collide.
I went out to a couple of local farms looking for a fresh ribeye, but unfortunately they didn't have any. But that's alright. I ended up getting some good flavor to take home, including a small pumpkin to help bring the space to life with the autumn decorations. Why not, you know? I never really took time or effort to add seasonal flavor to my living space, but since this is my favorite season, I thought, why not? It really does bring in a pleasant mood. And to that friendly young lady over at the Sunnycrest farm stand that checked me out, if you're watching this, a big shout out for asking about my channel and subscribing. That was pretty rad. I also got in on a hayride. I would definitely say it was a fun Sunday. But I sure hope everyone watching gets out to soak in all the magnificent colors. The road is calling. Thanks everyone for stopping by and watching this here video. Stay smiling.
We can't stop flooding back, whenever that may be. I see you plainly from the parking lot.
Welcome to the ghost stories. You see, one dark October night, 3 boys decided to go sneak into their school because they heard it was haunted. So they wanted to check it out for themselves. Marcus, Trent, and Billy. They snuck in through the back window of the cafeteria because they unlocked it during lunch one day. And they decided to come back that night and check it out. They heard all sorts of stories from the janitor talking about disembodied voices coming down the hallway. And even shadow figures that peek around the corners. Or maybe if you're standing outside the building and you're looking in, you'll see dark figures walk by the hallways with the lights beaming down on it. And you just see it swiftly move past. Well, one night, they decided to come back, crawl inside that window, sneak into the cafeteria. They crawled underneath the tables, made it through the cafeteria right to the back door where the gymnasium goes. And then they snuck past, they went through that door. And then they were staring down the long hallway full of classrooms on each side. They were just standing there in silence, waiting to hear something. They must have sat there for like 5 or 10 minutes, just listening. It was dead silent. They could hear some of the clocks ticking from each one of the classrooms. And like, just the light draw of the light coming from the ceilings. All the lights were turned off, and the only lights that were on were sort of like the emergency lights that were left, the floodlights that were kind of left over in the building and whatnot. So there they are. Then they start walking down the hallway as slow as possible. They didn't even have flashlights. They were making their way down the hall. All of a sudden, they heard a voice coming from the other end of the hallway. Where are you? And Trent goes, holy shit, Marcus, did you hear that? Trent goes, no. Where are you? The boys froze in fear. They didn't know what to do. But they're creeping down this hallway. They're going. All of a sudden, they hear a loud bang, bang, coming from one of the classrooms to their right. Inside the classroom, they hear this bang. Trent goes, I'm not opening that door, Marcus, you gotta do it. But Billy goes, you know what? No, I'll do it. So Billy walks up, slowly, his heart beating out of his chest. He doesn't know what to do. But he's gotta keep it brave because he's got 2 of his boys behind him. Next thing you know, they're creeping down on their knees. They're crawling. Billy reaches up, grabs the doorknob, as slow as he possibly can. But even with turning the doorknob as slow as he can, it was so quiet and still that the creaking of the doorknob just reverberated throughout the whole hallway. Opens the door. Marcus comes up to the left of him and just decides that he was going to join in the bravery, and so he kind of crawls in and pushes the door open as slow as he can. It's just reverberating. But there's nothing there. Didn't we just hear a loud bang come from this classroom? Yeah. But there's nothing there. So Trent says, all right, test of bravery. Who's going in first? Well, Marcus's first reaction was just like, well, hey man, you're the one calling out to test of bravery, so you go first. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Come on, guys, let's go. Trent goes in. They're moving slowly through the classroom, as slow and quiet as possible. One of the chairs falls over. The three boys just scream. They can't hold it in. They scream. Ah! What the fuck was that? Then they start accusing each other of like playing pranks. They're like, was that you? I'm like, nah, man, no. Right? So Billy decides that he was like, no, I'm gone. So there's a closet right next to the sink, directly in front of where they heard the noise coming from. And then Marcus goes, wait, I heard something shuffling. He thinks that he hears a noise coming from inside this closet, right next to this sink. It's probably sort of like a storage closet. He's like, wait, I thought I heard something. Alright. So Trent, Marcus, and Billy, they both low crawl. They're low crawling down onto the ground now, on their stomachs. They're going as slow as possible. They're like, my dad was in the military. Like, he taught me how to low crawl. Hold on, let's do this. But the shuffling noise just keeps getting louder and louder, and now there's more of it. So they're halfway through the doorway now. They're going into this storage closet inside of the classroom where they're hearing these banging noises. And then all of a sudden, they hear a voice. What are you doing in my closet? The three boys jump up. They're screaming. They run out of the classroom as fast as they can. They don't know what to do. When they get outside of the school, they jumped out the window of the cafeteria the same way they came in, but they realized that only Billy and Marcus were there. What happened to Trent? They started screaming, where is he? Where is he? We gotta go back for him. We gotta go back for him. Billy was like, no, wait, no. Marcus said, no, we have to go back for Trent. We have to. And Marcus's father was the one that was in the military. He said, no man left behind. So Billy and Marcus decided to go back in for Trent. They feel like they have to. They cannot leave him behind. It doesn't feel right. So they go back in. But they hear that voice again. What are you doing in my hallways? They're fucking shitting themselves. They go back to the storage closet where they originally heard those noises, where they last saw Trent. Marcus and Billy, they go up. They open the door again. And then there's Trent. There he is, hanging from the ceiling, staring them in the eyes. And he says, "Why don't you come in?"